Hi YouTube. Bet y'all didn't know that albino western hognose snakes ate quails, but they do.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah, finger licking.
This is one that was stillborn when it was born. It just couldn't make it out of its egg. So I guess it was oxygen deprived.
Yep.
It only happens like one out of every.
You gotta love stillborn quails.
Lot.
Western hognoses do. So do rat snakes and all kinds of baby stuff, and frogs and pixies and Pac-Mans and etc. and etc. That's etc.
I was like, what? I didn't mean to turn two, didn't but.
Yeah, it's such a sweetheart sweet.
Yeah, she'll eat this whole thing. You gotta feed the nose into it correctly, but they're fine. I just pulled this out of the egg.
That is superiorly cool.
Yep, out of I just had 9 of them hatch, and this is the one that didn't.
I'm getting like the greatest view in the whole live world. Is that nose the cutest ever, or is that nose the cutest ever? Look at the screen, can you see it?
Oh yeah.
Look at a little hook and just a little flip.
It is cute. You said which one's the eastern?
This is the
western.
biggest.
Yeah, but the eastern's the biggest nose. Or?
Yeah, I think so. No, southern is the biggest nose, as far as I know. But eastern, I caught an eastern one time, and a professional snake hunter, and breeder, and wild field collector, and biologist of 40 years was with me, and was screaming, "That's not!" I said, "I found a hognose." He said, "That's not a hognose. That's an indigo." I'm like, "That is not an indigo. It's a hognose." He's like, "What are you, stupid? Look how big it is." I was like, "Look at the head." And he looks at the head and it flares out like a cobra, 4 inches wide. It was the biggest hognose on the planet. It ended up going to a Indian that lived in Osceola, Florida. And I didn't know much about him at the time because I was very, very young, but I knew it was a damn humongous hognose. That was an eastern solid black, and it had a girth as big as your wrist. He was about 3.5, 4 foot long. He was huge. But I found out later on there's another type of hognose. I had an opportunity to buy a pair of them at $100 a piece one time, and I did not. They are Madagascar giant hognoses. They got a little flip on their nose like this, but they're huge. They're like really huge.
Oh yeah. For anyone out there that wants to try something like this, make sure you don't feed them too big of a prey item. They will choke to death.
They can get that down until they got the head down.
Oh yeah, this is the biggest one can get, or this size can eat.
They're gonna grow really, really big.
Oh yeah.
Like this. That's awesome. Well, I'll definitely be getting some of these when you breed these. So put me down for a pair.
Oh yeah. I don't know which phase this is, if it's the
Can you hold this for a minute?
red phase or not.
Film that thing. Not very comfortable, but you got it.
Yeah.
Just hold it up my way. Flip this up. I'll be right back. That's cool. It shouldn't take longer than 10 minutes to eat that, should it?
I don't know. I usually get them in a good stage, put them in there, and just I'm working with all the snakes, so.
Oh yeah, I know.
Time flies by.
I just seen you that. I figured it'd be nice to capture that.
Yeah. Well, I don't feed them all this, just because I don't got a whole bunch of them. I'm not gonna kill a quail.
That is a pretty big body on there. You think you will be able to eat that?
It's bigger than the head, but yeah, that's the biggest. I'll judge it. I won't have it eat a bigger one than that, and then it will be full for a week or more. A little one like this.
Yep.
Usually we feed them about 3 or 4 pinky mice, but
If
I
you
want to
run-
get one of these. I'll feed them one big meal, and they'll be good for a week.
If you ever run into an issue like that and you got them calm like this, you can always take a scissor and cut them.
And I have.
Yeah.
I have.
I have too.
But if you judge it wrong, but if
Yeah.
you're not judging it wrong, you'll see if he's trying to
I've
gas.
seen it using your hand to push. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Usually I let him hang off, and
He's using his elbow right there. Look at him. He's pushing out against my knuckle. I'm giving him a helping hand. You see that?
mm-hmm.
He's pushing with his tail back here, and he's pushing with his elbow here. What a cutie.
Yeah, this one is a ferocious eater.
It's a boy or a girl?
Girl.
She's gonna be massive, eating like this.
Oh yeah.
I love mastering westerns.
I think there's at least 30 of them in there. They're not all albino.
Oh, you got 30 of those?
Oh, they're snakes, yeah.
Damn!
Oh yeah.
You're doing for commercial breeding, right?
Oh, yeah. They'll be down the road, but yeah.
Well, down the road, don't know who to get your hogs from. These are top notch. After I get my 2, of course.
Male and female, of course, right?
Huh?
Male and female, of course,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Definitely.
Keep them recessive genes.
This is an albino western, right? That's
Yeah.
I figured I'd call it right.
There's
I
a
don't see
couple
albinos
different
very
phases of
often.
them. I don't think it's the red phase. I think it's just the regular albino
I
one.
seen one of the
She
Brian
has some pink
Barczyk has
pastel ones too.
a solid pink one.
Yeah, that's a pink pastel.
I want that so bad. You know what
I
I'm
do
gonna
too.
call mine?
Jerica does too. What?
I'm gonna call one of them Pepto and the other one Bismol. If I have 4, I'm gonna call
Start
one cotton
singing.
and the other candy.
Start
Pepto Bismol, or I might just call one Pepto Bismol and Tyndall and cotton candy Tyndall.
Start singing that song, the Pepto Bismol song.
I don't know it.
I forgot it. It's something about headache, indigestion, diarrhea. Da 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 da. I don't know.
Oh.
It's a lot old commercial.
I don't know. I hate that stuff. I used to have to drink so much of that shit when I was a kid.
I don't like it. I can't stomach it.
I got out to the point I wouldn't say, "Oh, my head hurt," or "I got a fever," or "I got diarrhea," or "My stomach hurts." I wouldn't say anything no more. Every time I said something, they'd shove that pink shit down my throat. It made things worse.
So much worse.
What a beautiful, wonderful thing.
That wings holding him up, so he's got to reposition.
Mm-hmm. Trying to push. Is that a quail full of air?
No.
Probably pop
Yeah,
it.
hold that for a second. No, I usually will help him stretch it out. He's eating it at an angle because this wing right here.
Mm-hmm.
This wing is.
You can tell you spend a lot of time with him because most of the time animals are.
You can hang him off a little bit, and he'll be able to re-grip it a little bit.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm gonna need some. Need to hatch me out a bunch of them for these frogs.
I got like 10 of them there right now, but
Yeah, 8 frogs. I only got 1, 2, 3. I only got 4 that can eat them.
I got about 200 of them I got to replace in here.
And yeah, that side right there. That side's alive.
Oh yeah, that was pulled right out of the egg. That's the old chick.
Oh man.
What?
Look at the battery. It's fixing to die before we even get this whole thing eaten. That sucks. I'm sorry people you aren't going to get to see this whole thing, but we enjoy you tuning in and learning something new. If you haven't already, it's a hell of a time to smash that like button, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Peace, love, happiness, all that good shit. And remember, you only get to see the coolest stuff on the Tyndall channel. Yep, see how he's folding that wing over? Folding that wing over for extra. Extra.
Help.
Alright everyone, we We're so glad you tuned in. We'll probably be doing an update on this thing at some point in time. And y'all just stay tuned and watch some of my older videos while you wait for new ones.